Quick look outside, folks. I'm going to get you ready for your Tuesday and what's to come this week in my first alert weather forecast.
Plus, Selah Middle School was placed on lockdown after a social media threat was reported. And while Legends Casino celebrated its 25th anniversary yesterday, the party's not over as they intend to keep the festivities going for the rest of the month. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It just hit 6 o'clock on this terrific Tuesday morning. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
Oh, it's a beautiful morning out there. Plenty of
Yes.
sunshine. But again, we were bedeviled by cloud coverage early, but then it cleared as we're moving
I
along.
love that cloud
in the show.
coverage in the morning, though.
I
It looks
do
so
too.
beautiful with the sunrise.
It does, it does. Let's take a look outside. And again, folks, we're seeing sunshine, mostly sunny skies. We do have a lot of clouds, though, in the mountainous areas, and we are seeing a little bit of shower activity kind of surrounding our areas after coming through the Toppenish area just about an hour and a half ago, and we saw a little bit go through just on the outskirts of Hermiston. So do get ready for possible showers as we get to our early afternoon to early evening hours. Then we'll see clearing in our overnight period. We do have a chance of seeing a little bit more stray thunder showers for your Wednesday. So for Yakima, we have the best chance, about a 60% chance of seeing just a little bit quick little thunderstorms coming through. And if they do come to your city, it'll move on quicker than it shows up. So we are looking at highs upper 80s for Yakima. We're looking pretty darn nice in the Tri-Cities, upper 80s as well. And over in Walla Walla, could see a little bit of thunder and lightning as well. But again, these are stray thunderstorms, so they'll be quick if they do come. And again, we could see a little bit more of a chance for your Wednesday, but starting to settle down as we get to Thursday when we start to warm up for a very hot, at least start to your weekend. All that, my full forecast, that's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
A threat investigation canceled classes at Selah Middle School yesterday morning. Investigators tell us a student used the school's reporting app to let them know about a shooting threat against the middle school posted on social media. The district started with lockdown procedures, then canceled classes at the middle school.
It wasn't a legitimate threat, although we treated it like it was a legitimate threat, and we'll continue to treat this like it's a legitimate threat. And honestly, we can't take chances on this.
Selah police worked with the school resource officer to identify students suspected of posting the threat, and we're told those students were sent home to their parents, but it will be up to the prosecutor to determine if they should face charges. The Richland School District is hosting forums for community input on the planning for its new high school. The district hasn't built a new comprehensive high school for more than 50 years, which is why it's looking for feedback. The idea is for it to go on district-owned land in West Richland behind Leona Libby Middle School and the Teaching, Learning, and Administrating Center. Superintendent Dr. Shelley Redinger says the district is anticipating a lot of growth to the West Richland area, and the current high schools are already over capacity.
Right now, we're currently over capacity, 100 to 150 students. We do, when we're looking at the growth that's projected, especially in West Richland, we are very concerned about capacity in the next decade.
There will be opportunities at this forum to discuss specific design and programming aspects of the new school, from traditional subjects to career and technical education, the arts, fitness, special education, and more. The meeting is taking place tonight in the Hanford High School Commons from 6 to 7. We are tracking wildfires in Western Canada, forcing thousands of people from their homes. Hundreds of firefighters from the Pacific Northwest and as far away as Colorado and South Dakota have been sent to Alberta to help battle fast-moving fires there.
There are 87 active wildfires in the forest protection area of Alberta, and 24 of them are out of control. So far this year, we've responded to 451 wildfires that have burnt more than 521,000 hectares. Our peak burning period, which is when the temperatures are at their highest and the fuels are at their driest, is still in front of us.
And with a shift in wind direction, we could see some smoke coming from these fires moving south. Republicans in the Oregon State Senate once again refused to show up for work Monday morning. They've been boycotting floor sessions for nearly 2 weeks now, saying bills up for debate are not written in plain language. Democrats hold the majority in Oregon's Senate, but without Republicans, they don't have enough people to hold a vote. Senate President Rob Wagner criticizing Republicans' decision to stay away.
It is now apparent that we again lack a quorum today. The majority of Senate Republicans continue to walk off the job that the voters elected them to do and which our Constitution compels them to attend. We are here to fund our schools, to support our seniors, to repair our infrastructure and our bridges, and make Oregon a great place to live and raise families.
Oregon state lawmakers with 10 or more unexcused absences are no longer allowed to run for re-election because of a law that voters approved last year. 3 senators hit that point yesterday, although they could challenge that in court. Washington state lawmakers are headed back to the Capitol in Olympia this morning to continue their work on a replacement for Washington's drug possession law, which expires on July 1st. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Riley, there was almost a solution in the latest session to replace the drug possession law. Why didn't those go through?
Well, lawmakers on both sides say the ultimate goal here is to make sure people battling addiction get the help that they need. But so far, they haven't been able to agree on how to do that. Some were concerned that one version of the bill lacked adequate accountability to make sure someone dealing with addiction gets help. They're also concerned that the proposal would make it so cities cannot ban people from using drugs in public. Now, those didn't go through last month, but Governor Inslee told reporters yesterday he feels confident that lawmakers will be able to find a solution during the special session.
I talked to the leadership, all 4 caucuses this morning. They indicated that between the leadership, they believe they have a proposal that is going to have wide support in their caucuses. I think they got the most important things right, which is we're going to focus on treatment. We're going to get people into treatment. We're going to create the resources where treatment is available. And for folks who were not seeing the light, there'll still be a criminal sanction to make sure that they go into treatment.
On Good Morning Northwest, in about half an hour, if an answer isn't found in this new special session, the decision goes to local governments. How they're planning on addressing this issue, coming up. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. 25 years ago, Legends Casino opened its doors on May 15th, 1998. We gave you a first look at the festivities that kicked off yesterday morning, and they're going on all month. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell has an inside look at how the casino is celebrating its silver anniversary.
The casino started with just a little over 300 employees, and now they have more than 700. And some of those employees have been there since the very beginning.
We kicked off a spectacular event with speakers and recognizing our 25-year team members that have been here since day one.
It's been a really good experience. I mean, I've watched the growth of being so small to now expanding to being bigger and working with a lot of different cultures and people from different cultures. It's really humbling.
We started having the Silver Ticket Jubilee. If you're a Legends Rewards member and you have a card, all you have to do is use your card to earn points, and then points earn entries. And then today, basically all you have to do is have your card in the machine and be the lucky winner at 11 a.m. to be a silver ticket drawing winner. On May 25th, we're going to give away a Mercedes-Benz, and so that's a great big deal. May 31st, we're going to be giving away over $200,000 to 25 people. 4 $25,000 prizes, 4 $10,000 prizes. We're also going to be hosting the stick game in Powwow this year, next weekend. And it's a spectacular event. I'm looking forward to all the vendors that are going to be here and the exquisite regalia that all the dancers are going to wear.
I'm just looking forward to keeping, coming to work every day, and hopefully another 25 years, I'll, be celebrating my 50th.
The casino has giveaways planned through the end of the month and plenty of events coming up after that. We'll have more on that on our website, yaktrinews.com. Reporting in Toppenish, Emily Goodell, Cap KVU, Local News.
Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
We got some sunshine this morning, a beautiful morning in most of our areas, though we could see some stray thunder showers as we get to our afternoon hours. I'll get you ready for your Tuesday, my first alert forecast coming right up.
Plus, the Seattle Kraken attempted to stave off elimination last night in Game 7 of their playoff series against the Dallas Stars. We'll tell you who managed to punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals when we come back.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
It's great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Hi, I'm Stan. Welcome to my Stan Talk. My theory, it's called Triple Play because you can have fun on land, sea, and air. On land, bowling, XD Dark Ride, and others. At sea, all the slides and pools in Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. In air, the ropes course, Nebula Drop Tower, and new zip ride. Or maybe the owner just liked triple cheeseburgers. Thanks, everyone!
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
Mildly entertaining. I will take that.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back at 6:12 on this Tuesday morning. Well, it was do or die for the Seattle Kraken in Dallas last night as they played the Stars in Game 7 of their playoff series. The winner would head to the Western Conference Finals to take on Vegas, and the Stars would be the first ones to get a goal, netting their opening goal in the second period, tacking on another one in the third to go up 2-0. And even though the Kraken got a late goal on the board, it wouldn't be enough as the Dallas Stars take Game 7 by 1 goal. Unfortunately, the Kraken season has come to an end, but what a season for the second-year franchise. Can't wait for next season. Well, the sleeping bats of the Seattle Mariners woke up in a big way last night against the Boston Red Sox, and perhaps none more than Cal Raleigh, who had himself a night. Now, Raleigh made Fenway history by becoming the first switch-hitting catcher to homer from both sides of the plate. He would belt at two-run long balls to tally 4 RBI, while Eugenio Suarez and A.J. Pollock would chip in 2 apiece as the Mariners would roll over the Red Sox 10-1. Coming up, with only a few weeks until the nation is predicted to default on its debt, lawmakers are no closer to a solution. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. It's going to be another spring-like day with warmer temperatures on the way this weekend. I'll get you ready for that next on Good Morning Northwest.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
I was 8 years old when I opened my account at Yakima Federal. Everybody in my family banks at Yakima Federal. They went above and beyond to help me, not only as a customer, but as a person. I'm breezy. I'm somebody that they care about. Yakima Federal is my home. It's where I belong. It's where I feel safe and valued. My name is Breezy. I have been a customer of Yakima Federal for 36 years.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
A flight over North Idaho's Clark Fork River Delta.
It's a pretty special place. These deltas are really important. It's a wildlife corridor. It connects 2 different mountain ranges. It's important for migratory birds as well.
Fly the Northwest. Cap KVU local news at 6 tonight.
I feel like I was born the age I am.
An old soul?
I would say I was born a middle-aged soul.
Next live, Joel McHale and America's Funniest Home Videos, Alfonso Ribeiro.
Today at 9 on Cap KVU. Live with Kelly and Mark, today at 9 on Cap KVU.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Oh, a picturesque morning this morning, thanks to the Legends Casino Toppenish Skycam. And folks, we expect to see beautiful conditions today, though we could see again a stray thunderstorm coming in as we get to our afternoon hours. And again, a little bit more cloud coverage as well as we move along in our day. But we'll see plenty of sunshine as well. So staying mostly nice, again, stray shower possible. And we do get those warmer temperatures coming Thursday through Saturday. But if you're not a fan of the heat, we do have a cool down on the way as we get to Sunday and into our next work week. So we are seeing some shower activity in our, let's just say, vicinity, kind of circling our areas. We did have some shower activity earlier in Toppenish, Hermiston, Pendleton areas. Those have moved on, and we don't expect to see a dry morning, but as we get into our afternoon hours, we are going to see some showers start to build. Yakima, Ellensburg areas, Pendleton possible in Walla Walla. Again, these are small little cells, but again, it could have a little bit of thunder and lightning in them. As we move into our overnight period, we're going to be settling down again. And then as we get into our evening hours tomorrow, again, chance for Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Yakima of just some stray shower activity. Then clearing up overnight Wednesday into Thursday, and then much less shower activity as we get into Thursday. So things are going to be definitely settling down as we warm up Thursday into the next couple of days until that cool down as we get to Sunday into our next work week. So temperatures right now, hot spot is 69 in the Tri-Cities, and where cities are starting to cool down before they warm back up during our morning hours. Mostly mid to lower 60s, a couple upper 50s in there. Still very warm conditions as you're getting up. So our temperature trend today, tomorrow, very much similar to what we saw yesterday. And then we'll see that warm up start as we get to Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and then cooling down about 10 degrees from Saturday into Sunday, and continuing to drop like a rock. In a week from today, next Tuesday, we do expect to be in the mid to upper 70s for all of our cities. So cooling trend will continue well into our next work week. So winds not a factor today, very light this morning, and we do expect to see light winds mostly for our work week into our weekend. But as we get to Sunday, as we start to cool down, between 10 and 20 mile per hour winds are expected for your Sunday, and maybe a little less, but still some wind for your Monday. All right, our highs today, we're in the mid 80s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley areas. As we move into the mid-Columbia, a couple of 90s, if not mid to upper 80s. And for the lovely Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid 80s as well. So 7-day forecast, we have that good chance of afternoon to early evening stray thunderstorms in the Yakima Valley area, including Ellensburg. And then we'll see things settle down as we get into tomorrow and on Thursday, and very nice conditions for your weekend, though we do cool down on that Sunday. And again, 70s start Monday for for the Yakima Valley. Overnight lows will get back to the 60s Wednesday late night. In the Tri-Cities area, again, could see a stray T-storms in places in the early afternoon to early evening hours, warming up to the mid to upper 90s for Thursday through Saturday and cooling down next week. So folks, get ready for a nice morning. Just get ready for a bit more cloud coverage and those possible stray thunderstorms as we get into our evening and early afternoon, clearing though overnight into a nice Wednesday tomorrow.
A major meeting on the Washington agenda this morning. The president and top House and Senate leadership are set for debt ceiling talks today. As the leaders prepare for their second face-to-face, the Treasury Secretary is doubling down on her warnings that the U.S. is at high risk of defaulting in less than 3 weeks if the debt limit showdown continues. ABC's Justin Finch is following the latest.
In the run-up to round 2 of debt ceiling talks, the president and the House Speaker offering opposing views on their progress.
I really think there's a desire on their part as well as ours to reach agreement. I think we'll be able to do it.
Are you too far apart? No, the negotiations themselves, there's nothing moved.
Before agreeing to raise the debt limit, Speaker McCarthy is insisting the White House cut trillions in federal spending.
We've made it plain to our Republican colleagues that default is not an option. Its consequences are too damaging, too severe.
Staffers for the president, the speaker, and top congressional Democrats have held ongoing meetings since those leaders held face-to-face talks last week. Today, the leadership is set to meet again. Sources say they're reviewing proposals that would claw back unspent COVID funds, streamline regulations for new energy projects, and impose stricter work requirements for certain federal aid programs. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen firing off another warning this week, saying that any further delay could leave the U.S. unable to pay its bills as soon as June 1st. Yellen noting that could cause severe hardship to American families, harm our global leadership position, and raise questions about our ability to defend our national security interests. The U.S. defaulting on its debts could halt Social Security payments, leave troops unpaid, and by one forecast, leave nearly 8 million people out of work.
Secretary Yellen also cautioning that even an 11th hour deal could risk serious harm to U.S. businesses and consumer confidence, raise short-term borrowing costs, and threaten the U.S. credit rating. U.S. household debt about to reach a level it hasn't before. In fact, it's set to surpass $17 trillion, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. That would mark a new high. The debt grew by $148 billion, or nearly 1% from the fourth quarter last year. U.S. debt increased in nearly all categories, with mortgages, home equity lines of credit, auto and student loans marking the largest balances. Credit card balances remained flat. According to AAA, 42.3 million Americans are expected to travel 50 miles or more from home over the holiday weekend. That's a 7% increase, or nearly 3 million more people compared to 2022. This Memorial Day weekend, we could see the busiest airports since 2005. AAA recommends booking the first flight in the morning since it has fewer disruptions than later flights, while also noting car travel is still expected to be down from pre-pandemic levels by 500,000 travelers. AAA recommends avoiding the roads Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. and Monday between noon and 3 p.m. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, some retirees may not be having such a peaceful retirement, as studies show that retirement can lead to depression for some.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home-cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
Come celebrate Pingree Ford's 95th year of serving the Yakima Valley. We've come a long way since Harold Pingree opened our dealership just a year before the Great Depression. It's hard to believe that in 1932, we made only one car sale and even accepted sacks of potatoes as payment. Today, we continue as a family-owned business, focused on providing exceptional service to our loyal customers. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta. KapKVU Local News at 6 tonight.
Welcome back at 6:26 on this Tuesday morning. Well, retirement should mean a release from work duties and a focus on, well, leisurely pursuits. Instead, some retirees may face depression. For some people, moving into retired life can mean struggling without a sense of identity without that career. A Wexner Medical Center psychiatrist says that can lead to depression symptoms, and some of those signs may not be recognized.
You think about our careers, our jobs, it provides us structure, it provides us, for many of us, purpose and a sense of identity. Filling your time with other things that you find meaningful and bring you joy and bring you purpose. That can be volunteer work. I know lots of people choose to take on less strenuous part-time jobs in their retirement.
To lower the risk of retirement-related depression, Dr. Sutler says it's critical to maintain a healthy routine, go to bed and get up at consistent times, eat balanced meals, and continue being social and get involved in the community. Well, a recommendation from the World Health Organization against eating sugar substitutes to lose weight. Sugar substitutes like natural extracts like stevia and synthetic varieties, according to WHO, non-sugar sweeteners don't help with weight control in the long term. That recommendation for everyone except people with pre-existing diabetes. According to the review, there's a potential for an increased risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases for long-term sugar substitute use. Coming up, another incident of gun violence in New Mexico as the latest mass shooting leaves 3 dead and 2 law enforcement officers injured. It's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
So nice you guys could stop by.
We really need new floors, but Gary's so tight with the budget.
It's actually a lot less than we thought.
This is nice.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring. We'll help you find the right floor at the best price.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it.
Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Barden Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. Our 16-page book has store-wide savings in every department. Find what you need for spring home projects, inside and out, for less. Plus, find more membership savings in sporting goods, pantry essentials, and more. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
Join us at Sunset Gardens as we celebrate Memorial Day all weekend long. Sunday and Monday, tour the grounds and get free hot dogs at our event center from 11 to 2. Monday, May 29th, the celebration starts at 11 with speaker and veterans advocate Tiffany Smiley, skydivers, snow cones, music, and more. As always, we'll raise over 1,000 flags. Celebrate Memorial Day with the Tri-Cities premier funeral home and cemetery, Sunset Gardens.
American Idol on ABC.
Watch Sunday at 5 and 8 on ABC Cap K-View. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City. Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap K-View.
The latest mass shooting breaks out in a residential neighborhood in New Mexico, leaving 3 dead and 2 officers wounded. And an Indiana father is under arrest after a shooting in his home that took the life of his 5-year-old son.
A little more sunshine today, especially this morning, but a little more clouds and scattered thunderstorms possible as we get to our afternoon to early evening. I'll get you ready for your Tuesday with my first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KVU Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. And this is some of the best times to be working on the morning show when the sun is out during the show, and it's just so nice.
I love it. And I actually really like that you're saying some possible scattered thunderstorms.
Yes, it is. Again, they're going to be small if they do come, but they are very likely, especially in the Yakima and Walla Walla, not so much the Tri-Cities. Let's take a look outside at our lovely Legends Casino Toppenish sky cam, and we do have cloud coverage in the mountains, but most of our areas are seeing plenty of sunshine this morning, and most of the shower activity, or really all the shower activity, is kind of around our areas. Pretty good cell just to the north with a little bit of thunder and lightning in the Moses Lake area, and we could see a little bit of that trail into our regions, but most likely we're going to have to wait until the early afternoon to early evening. But Yakima, about a 60% chance of seeing a stray thunder shower coming in and out. If it does come to where you are, it'll be very, very quick. Highs in the upper 80s for Yakima, upper 80s to lower 90s for the Tri-Cities area, pretty much on par with what we saw yesterday. Building cloud coverage just like yesterday as we get into the afternoon and early evening, and Walla Walla could see a little bit of scattered thunder and lightning as well. We could see another scattered showers as we get to tomorrow evening. Then things look to settle down as we get to those warmer temperatures starting on Thursday. I'll get to that in my full forecast. It's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Turning to that deadly mass shooting in a residential neighborhood of New Mexico. Police say a teenager appeared to open fire at random. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details.
Authorities say the young man seen in this video went on a shooting rampage, opening fire along a residential street in Farmington, New Mexico.
There's multiple shots still going off in the background on our open lines.
3 people were killed, 2 police officers were wounded. Several other civilians were also injured. Police say the 18-year-old shooter was killed by responding officers.
Fired at least 3 different weapons that we can confirm at this point, including one being an AR-style rifle.
Neighbors heard shots being fired beginning around 11 a.m.
Officers responded to the area to find a chaotic scene where a male subject was actively firing upon individuals in that neighborhood.
Be advised, I got several people down.
Multiple homes and cars were hit by gunfire as the suspect traveled a quarter of a mile through the neighborhood.
I'm in my garage and I hear this rap, 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 rap.
Officials say the motive for the violence remains unclear.
It appears to be purely random. that there was no schools, no churches, no individuals targeted.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Police did not reveal the shooter's name. The 2 injured officers are in stable condition. This is at least the 225th mass shooting in the U.S. this year. Authorities are investigating after 6 people were shot during a large gathering in an Indiana parking lot. Officials say someone opened fire as a large crowd gathered in Anderson early Sunday morning. Police believe an altercation happened before the shooting, saying one victim was found at the scene with an injury to their leg. They were taken to the hospital and was at last check in stable condition. According to police, 5 other victims checked themselves into the hospital with minor injuries. They were treated and released. Police have not released any names, but they say the victims were mostly teens between the ages of 14 and 21. Investigators reportedly identified persons of interest in the shooting, but no arrests have been made. An Indianapolis father is under arrest following the shooting death of a 5-year-old boy on Friday night. 25-year-old Jabbar Scott is charged with neglect in causing the death of a dependent. Scott told police he left a 9mm pistol on the side of his couch when he went to the restroom. Scott said he heard a gunshot and found his 5-year-old son covered in blood and his 3-year-old standing in front of him. The arrest report shows that police confiscated the gun as well as suspected cocaine and drug paraphernalia from the home. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is expected to finalize charges once the investigation is complete. New details on a frightening assault at a Democratic congressman's district office in Fairfax, Virginia. Representative Jerry Connolly said in a tweet that a man with a metal baseball bat entered his office on Monday and attacked 2 of his staffers, hitting one in the head and the other in her side. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police arrested the alleged attacker. He has been identified as 49-year-old Shuan Ka Tran Pham. Pham's father says his son has schizophrenia and had been off of his medications for 3 months. Representative Connolly was away from the office for a ribbon cutting at the time of the attack. In his tweet, Connolly thanked the Fairfax Police Department and emergency medical professionals for their quick response.
You could absolutely tell that the people inside were scared. They were hiding. Someone swinging a bat around, I would be scared as well.
Once his photo was circulated by police, neighbors identified Pham as the person who chased a woman in his neighborhood with a baseball bat earlier in the day. The incident was captured by a home security camera. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we're looking at a very sunny morning, but do get ready for changes coming possibly this afternoon. I'll get you ready for your Tuesday coming right up.
Plus, a piece of iconic television history is going up for auction. Find out how you might be able to get your hands on the place where everybody knows your name.
This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's WAgrant.org.
Join us at Giza Stadium on May 17th for the second annual Salute to Seniors. At 12:30, enjoy an all-you-can-eat and drink buffet before catching the Dust Devils action at 1:30. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day celebrating our beloved seniors.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Everybody plays a fool. Tell him, Judge Harvey. We want money. No exception. You lost this when she started talking.
Judge Steve Harvey. New tonight on ABC.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist.
We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
When you need something special to celebrate with, you need to visit Millie at Cupcakes Bakery and Deli in Kennewick. From an assortment of delightful baked goods to the comfort foods of her Southern-style deli, Millie will put a smile on your face. Check out Cupcakes Bakery and Deli today.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease a 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
A flight over North Idaho's Clark Fork River Delta.
It's a pretty special place. These deltas are really important. It's a wildlife corridor. It connects two different mountain ranges. It's important for migratory birds as well.
Fly the Northwest. KapKVU local news at 6 tonight.
I feel like I was born the age I am.
An old soul?
I would say I was born a middle-aged soul.
Next live, Joel McHale and America's Funniest Home Videos, Alfonso Ribeiro.
Today at 9 on KapKVU.
There's a chance to own a place where everybody knows your name. The bar from the TV show Cheers is up for auction in Dallas, Texas.
Now, the bar is broken into 3 sections. It includes the brass railing, the burgundy leatherette bar stools, and the back bar unit. And the bar contains some famous autographs from several cast members who carved their names into the wood. The auction for the Cheers bar is part of a larger sale of TV memorabilia.
Well, nearly 1,000 pieces are up for sale, including items from classic hit shows like I Love Lucy, Gunsmoke, Breaking Bad, and All in the Family. The auction will end between June 2nd and June 4th in Dallas.
That bar is for somebody who, first off, has a lot of room.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because it's pretty large.
Pretty great for entertaining, though.
That would be the ultimate gift.
Something to brag about.
100%. I think that's why somebody would buy it. All right, folks, we have your first weather forecast. It's coming up next. I'll get you ready for your Tuesday.
And coming up, we take a final look at what we can expect from the first day of the Washington State Legislature's special session. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Join us at Geisa Stadium on May 17th for the second annual Salute to Seniors. At 12:30, enjoy an all-you-can-eat and drink buffet before catching the Dust Devils action at 1:30. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day celebrating our beloved seniors.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
When you get Spectrum One, you get fast, reliable internet for $49.99. I mean, I could stop right there, but I won't because, surprise, you find out you're also getting free advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield, which makes it an even better deal. Until another surprise. you find out you're also getting a free line of unlimited mobile with 5G. Amazing! Surprise again, you also get Speed Boost, which makes your Spectrum mobile speeds even faster when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Surprise, it's me. That's a lot of surprises. I should just popped out of that. Point is, with Spectrum One, you're gonna be very surprised by all the free stuff you get. Or you would be if I hadn't already just told you. But still, when you get in there, could you act surprised? A little something for the people in the store.
Get Spectrum One, internet for just $49.99, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free line of unlimited mobile. Visit spectrum.com/surprise, a Spectrum store, or call 844-7-SURPRISE today.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal just $5.99, only at KFC.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. All right, folks, we're seeing quite a lot of sunshine for our areas. We do have some cloud coverage, though, heading into the mountains, but mostly sunny for most of our cities. It's going to be at least a nice morning. We're going to see a bit of building cloud coverage as we get to our afternoon. And we do have those stray showers possible, especially for the Blue Mountain region and the Yakima Valley as we get to our early afternoon, early evening. And folks, we're going to be warming up even more than we're seeing by Thursday into our weekend. And then a big cool down is on the way. So folks, we saw a little bit of shower activity coming through Toppenish this morning, even the Hermiston area. And we're seeing some shower activity kind of surrounding our areas, but not really in it. Seeing a little bit of thunder and lightning just to the north. And we do expect to see a nice morning with mostly sunny skies. But as we move into our early afternoon to evening hours, we are going to see shower activity in the Yakima region, Ellensburg, Walla Walla, Pendleton. So straight thunder showers, just like last night, are expected, and get a little bit more cloud coverage as we get to our afternoon. We'll see some clearing overnight. And as we get into Wednesday evening, we'll see another chance of some scattered showers, Yakima, Walla Walla areas. And then we'll see clearing again as we get into Thursday very early, and maybe just a little bit on the periphery of our regions, a little bit more shower activity. But our cities are looking to settle down greatly as we get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with plenty of sunshine and that extra heat on the way. So current temperatures, 69 our hot spot in the Tri-Cities. Other than that, mid to lower 60s, some upper 50s in there as we're cooling down a bit before we start to warm back up into our morning hours. And again, a fine morning, should be gorgeous where you are. So our temperature trend tomorrow, very similar day to what we're seeing today, temperature wise and really conditions wise, just a little less of a chance of those stray thunder showers. And then we're going to clear up and warm up by the time we get to Thursday and into Friday and Saturday for all of our cities, mid to lower 90s at least for your weekend. Then we have a big cool down on the way as we continue to drop into a week from today, Tuesday. We do expect mid to upper 70s across the board. So winds not a factor today, very light throughout, and we do expect to see winds to not really pick up until we get to Sunday. So mostly light winds, but by the time we get to Sunday and Monday, we do expect to see 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of wind as we see those cooler temperatures come into play. So mid to upper 80s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley areas. As we move into the mid-Columbia, a couple of 90s. Other than that, mid to upper 80s. Some of our areas just a degree or two cooler than yesterday. Mid 80s for the Blue Mountain region, much like we saw yesterday. 7-day forecast, 60% of those very quick stray thunder showers for Yakima today, and going to remain in those upper 80s to lower 90s through Thursday, mid 90s for your weekend, then that cool down coming. But again, folks, much more sunshine on the way as we get to especially Friday and into our weekend. For the Tri-Cities area, again, a chance of seeing a stray thunder shower in the afternoon to early evening hours, warming up for Thursday through Saturday, and then that big cool down coming. But look at all of that sunshine we expect to see starting on Thursday. So folks, a sunny morning, building clouds in your afternoon, keep an eye out for a stray thunder shower or two. Looks like nice conditions continuing into tomorrow.
Washington's drug possession law expires on July 1st, and today state lawmakers are headed back to the Capitol to try and come up with a solution that they weren't able to finish before the end of the regular session. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Riley, lawmakers already missed the deadline on this once before. What happens if they don't come up with an answer before July 1st?
Jill, a replacement was sought after in the latest legislative session, but didn't make it past lawmakers last month. Governor Inslee called a new special session just to discuss a new drug possession law. Lawmakers now have to have up to 30 days to come back to the problem and find an answer. If they don't, this may mean local governments will have to make their own laws. Some cities and counties are already taking the reins. At a recent conference, Franklin County officials confirmed that they're getting armed with their own ordinance just in case lawmakers don't come up with a resolution.
Last meeting, we introduced that in Franklin County, looking at Everett's ordinance and some others, city ordinances, and we're going to probably adopt one.
Kennewick already has an ordinance, Richland already has an ordinance that they've been using, and it appears to be effective. So what you have to remember is no matter what the state does with an RCW or a law, you can enact a local ordinance so long as it's not greater than.
Spokane City Council is moving forward with its own laws surrounding the use of controlled substances in public, along with other local governments in the state, but some are worried these laws might make it even worse. Once again, the special session kicks off today. We'll bring you updates with any progress from Olympia right here on Cap KVU Local News. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look. Oh! Watch this terrifying moment as a tiger shark nearly overturned Scott Haraguchi's kayak while he was out fishing off Kualoa in Hawaii last week.
Tiger shark! Tiger shark ran me.
Watch again. You can see the shark barreling into this kayak.
Oh!
And this morning, that fisherman is telling his harrowing tale to Good Morning America.
I had caught a fish, a small fish that I had turned around and put in my fish bag. And then I had my head down, tying hooks. And I heard this whooshing sound, and it kind of climbed up the side of the kayak and bumped me. That was scary.
And we'll have much more of this incredible story coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Victor Oquendo, ABC News, Miami.
With wet AMD, sometimes I worry my world is getting smaller because of my sight. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, which means doing more of what I love. Vabysmo is the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye, or are allergic to it or any of its ingredients. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. Although uncommon, there is a potential risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots.
Open up your world.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. A threat investigation canceled classes at Sela Middle School yesterday morning. Investigators say that a student used the school's reporting app to let them know about a shooting threat against the middle school posted on social media. The district started with lockdown procedures, then canceled classes at the middle school. Sela police worked with the school resource officer to identify students suspected of posting the threat. The Richland School District is looking for community input on its new high school. The district hasn't built a new high school for more than 50 years, which is why it's looking for feedback. Superintendent Dr. Shelley Redinger says the district is anticipating a lot of growth to the West Richland area, and the current high schools are already over capacity. The meeting is tonight in the Hanford High School Commons from 6 to 7. Republicans in the Oregon State Senate once again refused to show up for work Monday morning. They've been boycotting floor sessions for nearly 2 weeks now, saying that bills up for debate are not written in plain language. Oregon state lawmakers with 10 or more unexcused absences are no longer allowed to run for re-election because of a law that voters approved last year. 3 senators hit that point yesterday, although they could challenge that in court. The 2023 legislative session ended weeks ago, but state lawmakers failed to pass one key proposal ahead of the deadline. Washington lawmakers did not come up with a solution to the drug possession law, which is expiring on July 1st. There was a temporary solution, but it's about to expire. A replacement didn't make it past lawmakers during the regular legislative session, so Governor Inslee called a special session just to discuss a new drug possession law that starts today. And Governor Inslee signed a new law yesterday putting limits on what type of chemicals are allowed in cosmetics and personal care items. Medications, toothpaste, and antibacterial soap are regulated by the FDA, but makeup and skin care are not. And experts say a lot of chemicals are potentially dangerous or could become dangerous. The new law would slowly ban those chemicals from cosmetics made or sold in Washington and would take effect on New Year's Day, 2025. It was do or die for the Kraken in Dallas last night in Game 7 of their playoff series against the Dallas Stars. The Stars would be the ones to strike first, netting the opening goal in the second period and tacking on another in the third to go up 2-0. The Kraken would manage to get a late goal on the board, but it wouldn't be enough as the Dallas Stars take Game 7 by 1 goal, and the Seattle Kraken season has come to an end. Well, the sleeping bats of the Seattle Mariners woke up in a big way last night against the Boston Red Sox, and perhaps none more than Cal Raleigh, who had himself a night. Raleigh made Fenway history by becoming the first switch-hitting catcher to homer from both sides of the plate. Raleigh would hit 2-run homers for 4 RBIs, while Eugenio Suarez and A.J. Pollock would chip in 2 apiece as the Mariners would go on to roll the Red Sox 10-1.
Looks quite a lot of sunshine on your Tuesday morning. We do have clouds off in the distance, and we do expect more cloud coverage as we get to our afternoon and evening hours. Showers kind of surrounding our areas up in Moses Lake. A little bit of thunder and lightning there and down near the Dalles and right near I-84 as you're heading off to Portland. But for our regions, very nice this morning. We do expect, again, more cloud coverage and could see some scattered thunderstorms as we get to our afternoon, early evening. 71 right now in the Tri-Cities. Other than that, we're in the mid to lower 60s, 57 for Ellensburg. But we do expect to see similar conditions tomorrow. Highs right around 90 to our mid 80s, and then we'll get to the mid to lower 90s by the time we get to Thursday into our Saturday. We do have a big cool down on the way though as we get to Sunday and into our next work week. So if you're not enjoying the heat, you do have relief on the way. We don't have much winds this morning. We are very light, and that's going to continue into tomorrow. And we do have highs today, mid 80s today to our upper 80s for most of our areas. A couple of 90s in the mid-Columbia, other than that, mid to upper 80s and mid 80s for the Blue Mountain region. So similar temperatures tomorrow. We start to warm up and clear up as we get to our Thursday. Jill.
Thank you for joining us. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5.